the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
ThaBoxingvoice.com, live here with Dmitry Salita, promoter of Big Baby Miller. Dmitry, how are you?
I'm doing great.
I'm sure you are. Now, I gotta ask, because this is an opportunity for you to say, I'm glad to hear that, because this is an opportunity for you to really shine here. I want to say this is the first time I've ever heard of a network stepping in and giving additional money to a fighter when the A side already set a purse. How'd that happen?
You're talking about Jarrell Miller and
I'm definitely talking about Jarrell Miller receiving the alleged $6.5 million, which a huge portion of that came from DAZN because they so desperately wanted this U.S. fight. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, you know.
Come on.
It's not I like to laugh in the background. Well, it's not my business to talk about Jarrell.
How is it not your business to talk about your fighter?
Because it's not public. It's not.
I mean, well, you did something unprecedented. No one ever seen this. A network step in and give the B side additional money. You have to take credit.
I want to say something. Well, thank you. But the B side is an eye of the beholder. What do you mean by B side?
Well,
B side. Hold on.
B side, A side. You know what I mean. The other side of the fight.
The other side of the fight. But the fight wouldn't happen if not for the other side of the fight. The fight would not happen in America if not for the other side of the fight. And Jarrell was really the only option at that point in time.
How is Jarrell Miller more valuable than Dillian White? Jarrell claims that he is getting paid more than Dillian White.
What I can say is Jarrell's getting paid a lot of money. And
these are comments in the media. Check boxingscene.com, and Jarrell is saying this. Yes. So how is it that he is more valuable than Dillian White, who's doing pay-per-views in the UK? Explain. He's your fighter.
Because Anthony Joshua had to come to the United States, and the fight with Deontay Wilder was not getting done at this point in time. None of my business why. And Jarrell was the only big fight option in the United States, especially in New York City, which is the media capital of the world. Who was Joshua going to fight here? He already beat and knocked out Dillian White. So while that fight may make sense in England, in the UK, it doesn't make a lot of sense here in the United States. And the boxing fans will just brush it over as another fight. Jarrell has proven to be a great fighter, has won every fight in a dominating way. He has a tremendous personality, unmatched. He's from New York City. He's gonna talk a lot of trash. He's gonna hype up the fans. He's gonna do that fight. Is gonna do great pay-per-views in England. He's gonna do a tremendous gate in the United States. I mean, it's great for DAZN, which is a new service that's trying to get out there. So all the kind of different forces lined up for us to get a great purse for Jarrell.
How did you feel watching Anthony Joshua come on the biggest breakfast show here in New York City, Charlemagne the God with the Breakfast Club, and hearing Charlemagne tell Anthony Joshua to his face that Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and Luis Ortiz are all on the elite level, Jarrell Big Baby Miller is not, and that he predicted that Joshua would go this route instead of fighting those top 3 fighters?
Well, you know, people have to understand that there's a lot of politics in boxing, and while some fights fans want to see are not so easy to make because of all different platforms, all different business people involved in this, you know. And Jarrell was the only guy at this point in time unaffiliated, and he was the biggest fight to make, which was an unaffiliated fight. All the other guys that you mentioned are either with one house or the other. And in this divided world, it's very difficult to make those fights unless they're super, super big. I do believe that at some point in time, in the next 12 months, Wilder and Joshua is going to get done. Even after Joshua loses to Jarrell, because it's probably still going to be a big fight. I think Jarrell versus Fury down the road is a very big fight. Both of them have tremendous personalities, and that'll be good.
Any truth to Jarrell being dropped 10 times by Fury in sparring?
Come on, man. I've never seen, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I've never heard about it until 2 weeks ago, and just, if you just look at the facts, it doesn't make any sense. First of all, in the gym, you box with bigger gloves and headgear. Jarrell Miller has a great chin. Tyson Fury is not a big puncher, so it kind of doesn't add up. I never even heard that they box with one another.
Speaking of big punchers, whose idea was it to bring in Daniel Dubois, Frank Warren promoted heavyweight, undefeated prospect, coming off a Kevin Johnson win, and I believe going to be fighting in a couple of days on February 22nd or something like. Should be fighting Rajvan Kajanu, who was in the Buxino tournament. and obviously lost to Luis Ortiz, etc. Was that your doing, or is that
So I just want to tell you, this shows to the boxing fans how serious Jarrell is taking this fight. He's bringing in the best possible sparring partners, the guys that are going to want to prove themselves every day. The guys are going to want to prove themselves every day, and after the training camp is done, they want to say, I did this to Jarrell, and I did that to Jarrell. Jarrell is challenging himself and getting the best he could get, the best money he could buy, to get himself in the best type of condition that he can for Anthony Joshua. And he's going to be ready, and he's going to shock the world. We were in England on Monday. Let me tell you something. In London, we had the press conference in London with Anthony Joshua and Jarrell. And Jarrell was calm, but Joshua was unusually aggressive, you know, and I've never seen him act that way. Jarrell Miller is not Vladimir Klitschko, he's not Povetkin, he's not Parker.
What do you mean by that?
No, what I mean by that is those guys have a consistent personality. They're not in your face, they're not aggressive. Jarrell obviously is Jarrell, and he has a very unique personality, and I believe that he got.
But does the personality make up for the lack of experience on this level?
Jarrell doesn't have a lack of experience.
On this level, with AJ, this many people, sold out arena,
so that is,
this many views,
that is,
and caliber of fighter,
Right. So I want to say that on Monday, which was when the press conference happened in London, was a 20-some year anniversary of when Mike Tyson knocked out Frank Bruno, which is the last born and bred UK fighter that was a heavyweight champion for the Brooklyn board. So maybe that foreshadows the future.
So
the pressure is on Joshua to come to the United States. The pressure is on Joshua to go away from his homeland, from Wembley, from the place that he's familiar with, and to come to a different place, come to a different building. And when it's fight week and the pressure is on you, the garden is going to be divided by people singing Sweet Caroline and Brooklyn We Go Hard. You know what I mean?
Any truth to Big Baby holding camp in Miami?
Yes.
Where at?
In Florida.
The Heavyweight Factory?
That's one of the places that he likes to train, that he's trained at before.
Now, is that something that's already been told to Dubois, or is that something that has to be relayed to him? Does he know he's going to go from UK to Miami and not to the Brooklyn?
No, Durrell's not going to do his training camp in Brooklyn. He's considered several different locations, but it won't be Brooklyn.
So does that mean that Harry will play lead and Orleano will stick here? Because Orleano has a lot of fighters in Brooklyn.
Orleano has a lot of fighters, but and Orleano did a tremendous job with Jarrell over the last several years.
He is going to Miami.
He's going to Miami.
Wow, that's good, man. Credit to you, because he says, you know, he still works full time. So I hope you guys are making sure he get down there.
He's one of the best trainers.
He definitely is underrated, but he's gonna get his shine.
Somebody can take a kid from the beginning and make him a national champion several times and repeat that. That means that somebody's a great trainer.
Absolutely.
And Sosa's been able to do that over and over again. All the young prospects, undefeated guys from New York City, he has 90% of them. So Sosa's a great trainer. And Jarrell is going to be a signature work.
Quick segue.
Like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.